Hello, I'm Marcy. Welcome to MoneyMarci. Today I'll be talking about credit cards and debit cards. Credit cards offer reward incentives. Maybe it's travel points, it could be gift cards, it might be payment toward your bill. Any type of reward, most likely it's coming from a credit card. And if you use a credit card, you're helping to build your credit history. Some credit card companies provide additional warranty protection on some types of purchases. Always make sure you read the fine print. Credit cards typically have better fraud protection. But you will pay fees to get cash from an ATM because you're not borrowing your money, you're borrowing their money, and they hope you'll pay them back. And credit cards allow you to spread the payments over time, but you'll have to pay interest to do that. Debit cards, on the other hand, are tied to your bank balance. They typically have lower fees, and you'll qualify just by having a checking account. It's cheaper to get cash from an ATM because if you use your debit card and an ATM connected to your bank, you won't pay any fees. It prevents you from spending money that you don't have. Debit cards are a great way to help students learn how to manage their money, to help anyone learn how to manage your money, because you can only spend what you have. But there's a limited balance to draw from in case of emergency that might require more than your bank balance. Of course, a credit card that has a limit may not be high enough in an emergency. So don't think that either of these cards are going to be everything you need it to be all the time. And then, of course, there's prepaid cards. They look like a credit card, but so do many debit cards. And prepaid cards spend much more like a debit card because it's your money that's already on the card. Prepaid cards are not connected to a bank, and there's no interest to pay, but there may be fees when you reload the card, if you don't use it, if you use it at certain points at certain vendors. And prepaid cards do not help build your credit score. So ultimately, when you're trying to decide which type of card to use, you have to determine what are you trying to accomplish with this card. Are you trying to buy things without having to carry cash? Are you trying to raise your credit score to buy a car or a house at some time in the future? Are you trying to have easy access to cash? Are you trying to be prepared for emergencies? If you're traveling, will a branch of your bank be where you are? When I'm talking about emergency, I'm not talking about Godzilla walking down Main Street. I'm talking about a flat tire. I'm talking about more books for school. I'm talking about the normal things of life that all of a sudden surprise you. So think a lot about what the options are and what your needs are when you determine what is the right card for you. The nice thing is, nothing is permanent. If you get a debit card and it doesn't work for you, you can apply for a credit card. If you have a credit card and you find that you're extending yourself too far, cut up the credit card, get a debit card, or pick up a prepaid card just to tide you over while you sort everything else out. You don't want to be paying interest on a credit card for items that weren't important. You don't want to be paying for your groceries this month, 3 months from now. Try to look at your situation and look at your finances and figure out what's in your best interest. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you next time.